looked all right.
Yeah. The final. So what's your thoughts on like the ending final scene? Because I think
Oh, the
she,
wedding scene or the
no. The when Cassie is killed. I think she went there expecting to die. I think that
She obviously knew it was a possibility because she wrote notes to everybody.
yeah. But I think like that was part of her plan altogether.
I don't know. That's it. See, the fact that you are going to make that jump, like she went there knowing she's going to die, but yet you're not comfortable enough saying that she kills people. Like, to me, it's way more clear that she clearly is. It's way more clear that she's killing people than it is that she went there to die. I'm not saying I'm right and you're wrong or vice versa. I'm just saying, to me, it's interesting how we could, like, kind of have those different perspectives. I didn't know that it was clear that she was going to die. I get your argument. It's not that it doesn't make sense, and it could possibly be the truth. Why do you say that? Because of the backup plan?
Because of the backup plan, but not only that, like, it feels like if the Al getting arrested at the wedding is the backup plan, that feels like more in line with what her goal is rather than like her carving the words rapist into him. You know, because she ties him up and like is kind of saying, I'm gonna carve like Nina's name into you or something. To me, like that kind of mutilation just doesn't feel in line with like what her purpose for doing this is. I mean, maybe it's so that like he can constantly like remember that he's a piece of shit, but I feel like the idea of just showing the world and showing all these people who are constantly singing your praise that actually you're not a good person who made one mistake. Look at what you're capable of.
No, I know.
Look at what this
we've
person
made
is
that point a
capable
bunch of times already.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, I just think that the end was it just was weird to me. Not that it was weird, it was unexpected. I didn't expect her to die. But again, that's been a theme. It really has been. Like, as far as not the protagonist dying, but like all these movies that come out like 2019, 2020, 2021, like it's not, unless it's like the Fred Hampton movie where we know what happes because it's, or the Trial of the Chicago 7 because we know what happens. If it's like one of these like fiction movies, it's not, you don't know how it's going to end.
Yeah.
Maybe that's been evident to you, like, because you're a film person, but for me, like, this is the most I've watched movies on a regular basis in years because of the show, and that's what I'm finding is like I've been surprised with a lot of the
endings are kind of getting more depressing,
or just not typical. Because
honestly, the first time I watched it, I didn't. The first time I watched it, I was more in line with, I guess, what you were saying of, in general, I don't like when the main character dies at the end. Like, in general, I always kind of felt like it was kind of a cop-out way to end a movie of, like...
Really?
Yeah, of kind of like... It feels like we don't know how to end this, so we have to have the main character die so that we have an ending. Or, like, they feel like their ending isn't strong enough, so they need to make somebody die to, like, cement things.
You think she had multiple endings prepared?
I don't know if she had multiple endings prepared, because I know Emerald, like, Fennell has said, like, that was always going to be the ending, but that the original ending was going to be she gets killed and they get away with it because that's kind of like what the system is. because that's what the system is, of basically like.
Well, that's why I was saying that would be more representative of the problem continuing.
Of these privileged people are constantly doing horrible things and just getting away with it. And not only getting away with it, like, people don't even, like, recognize that they did something wrong. That's one of, like, the most shocking things of, like, Al Monroe knows he's a rapist, but he still believes that he's a good person.
Well, I mean, I'm sure, like, Bill Cosby has figured out a way to think, you know, or he might be just a complete psychopath or sociopath. Yeah. But the point is, like, people play mind games on themselves just to justify their own existence, you know, because it's almost like a survival technique. It's just like, well, I have to keep living. I'm not going to kill myself. So how do I just, you know, rationalize my behavior in my mind to make it seem like I could live with myself, you know?
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of, like, what Cassie is doing, too, is kind of, like, breaking the mind game in people's minds. Of, like,
well, they all do it. The defense attorney, I'm just doing my job. I get hired to do or the dean, she wants to remain in her position of power. So, you know, I'm sure there's people that are making donations that she has to keep happy, and you don't want to rock the boat there. It's Bo Burnham's character. Oh, well, you know, I don't want to lose my career of being a doctor. So everyone's selfishly motivated.